Story we followed for a long time. An update on Takata airbags. The Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office reportedly launching a criminal investigation into these exploding airbags tied to at least 4 deaths. Now, the probe comes as federal safety officials ramp up new warnings for millions of drivers. We've got important information you need to know with automotive expert and car coach Lauren Fix. Lauren, welcome back to the show. So here's what I don't understand. So NHTSA, which they're the regulators of these recalls, National Highway Safety Traffic Administration, one day says we have X number of recalls for Takata airbags, and next day they say we have another number. What's true? What's the real number now? Because I'm confused and I don't understand why they can't give us a clear answer.
Right. Last night I went to bed. It was 4.6 million. I woke up, during the 6 in the morning, let the dogs out. It was like 6 million, and by 10:30 this morning, it was 8.7 million, which seems to be the number they're settling on. Worldwide, we're talking about 12 million vehicles. So overall, this is, a lot of cars. And now we're hearing about the prosecutor's office in New York taking a look at this a lot closer, because they're starting to say, you know what, this is really serious and dangerous, and consumers need to be truly aware what's going on.
Exactly right. The last number we have is 7.78. So again, the number's in contention, and they keep moving the marker on this. But before you go on, I want to get you to the NHTSA safety website, which is where I would go if I wanted information, if I wanted to know my car was being recalled because of these airbags. What's going on with the website? Why isn't it working?
I think there actually have a lot of people on it, and they may have actually crashed. I got on it when I first heard about this. Well, we've been talking about this on and on, but when it's come back up, I actually was on it yesterday and was able to get all the information, and I copied it and posted it on my website so that consumers who were unable to get onto NHTSA's site could get on my site to get it. However, the vehicle identification numbers, that's the lookup that people are having trouble with. They'll get their vehicle identification number or VIN number, and they'll look it up, and they're unable to get that portion of the website to work. I tell people, call the manufacturer direct. Many of the manufacturers also have it on their websites.
Okay.
There's a lookup for your vehicle identification number. If your vehicle is on the recall list, please go in immediately. Dealers are getting inundated with phone calls right now.
Well, let's tell people why they need to do that. And this website's still intermittent service. You may get on, you may get the information, you may not. It's completely up in the air. But these are really dangerous airbags, particularly in humid, really hot climates. What goes wrong, Lauren?
Well, believe it or not, there's no warning. The airbag could deploy without there being an accident. We've already had 4 deaths. There's been hundreds of injuries. When these people get to the emergency room, there are shards of metal. As a matter of fact, some of the emergency workers had said that it looked like it was an IED, that there were pieces of literal metal in their neck and their chest. Because what's happening is the frame that's around the airbag that's holding it into the steering wheel, that in conjunction to the discharge unit was letting go because of moisture. It wasn't faulty manufacturing, it was faulty storage of these airbags. So it's been sitting for a while. These cars go all the way back to 2000 up to 2012. So we're talking about vehicles that aren't brand new off the lot. These are vehicles that are older. And the big concern is only 70% of people on average go back for a recall. So we've been talking about ignition switch recalls. If only 70% of people go back.
And the big takeaway here is we're not talking about one manufacturer. We're talking about many. These Takata airbags are used in cars made by American automakers, German automakers, you name it. Everybody uses it. Lauren, we're going to have to leave it there. Thanks for bringing us this important information. It's critical for people to know about.